Hello everyone, I'm Saverius Tarigan.
I'm Haris Agamadika.
My name is Eni Amsaro.
And today we're gonna demonstrate our project about using MySQL database and access it using Python. To start off, we need to design database using MySQL Workbench first.
Okay, this is my SQL Workbench. If you have not using it before, you can install it first. And then you can open it. After that, we can create a new model with click File, New Model, and then double click at diagram. For example, in this time, we will create an aquatic database. So we should create the tables first, like this, and then place here. We can edit the table, rename the table name with TB or this, and then the column name. The first column is ID or bath, with the data type is integer, primary key, not null, unique, and then auto increment. The next column is nama obat. The data type is varchar, not null. The next is harga, with the data type is integer, and then not null. Jumlah tersedia, integer also, not null. After that, we can close. The result is like this, and we can continue with other tables. Okay, this is the 5 tables that we use in Apotik database. The first is tabel obat, and then tabel perusahaan, and then tabel pembeli. After that, tabel penjualan, also tabel pembelian. Okay, if there are relation between each table in this database, we can put connector in this area. For example, in tabel pembelian, there is ID obat from tabel obat. We can put this connector and then place it here to here. So in tabel pembelian, there is also ID obat from tabel obat, and then we can continue to another tables. The final result is like this. You can see that there is relation between tabel obat and tabel pembelian with tabel perusahaan, and then tabel obat with tabel penjualan, and the last is tabel penjualan with tabel pembeli. To save our query in this database, we can create a view from our selection like this. I click here and then place it here. After that, we can edit like this. For example, we will select ID pembeli from tabel pembeli, and then nama from tabel pembeli, and then alamat from tabel pembeli, and then nama obat from tabel obat, and we can continue like this. Okay, if we finish, we can close it. Next step, we should synchronize our model in MySQL Workbench with MySQL. But before it, we can start MySQL and send control panel. If you don't have some control panel, you can install it first. Okay, after that, we can synchronize like this, click database, and then synchronize with any source. Next. This is the target database. Next. Yeah, my DB. Next. Execute. This is the apply auto progress that our synchronizing is finished successfully. Yes. Okay, if we have finished synchronizing our model database in MySQL Workbench with MySQL, we can manage database using PHP MyAdmin or HeidiSQL or any other tools. But in this time we will use HeidiSQL. You can click it, run. This is the manager session, and we can click open. This is my DB that we synchronized before. There are tabel obat, tabel pembeli, tabel pembelian, tabel penjualan, tabel perusahaan, and the view. For example, we will take the tabel obat. This is the column, and then we can insert data like this. Example in here, can insert and then we can also delete it by clicking it like this. Okay. This is the tools that we can manage our database, like insert, delete, update, etc. We can continue to another tables, and we can show our view like this. This is the code from our view. We select ID pembeli from tabel pembeli, nama from tabel pembeli, alamat from tabel pembeli, and then nama obat from tabel obat, and then harga from tabel obat, nama perusahaan from tabel perusahaan, and then tabel penjualan from tabel penjualan. So we can create another tables from the match from any other tables. We can show the data like this. Okay, this is our tutorial about how to create design model database using MySQL Workbench, and then how to synchronize it using MySQL, and then how to manage database using HeidiSQL.
After we're done with designing the database, then we can proceed to the next step, connecting the MySQL with Python. And first, we're gonna need to import connector between Python and MySQL. Make sure your XMPP is on with active MySQL. Open your Python and type the syntax import mysql.connector. It is important because it's the bridge between MySQL with Python. The next step is to declare the database. We type the variable that we want to use. In this case, we're gonna type the syntax con equals mysql.connector.connect, user equals root, password equals blank, host equals localhost, database equals mydb. That is for our database, and that is the default value of our MySQL. The next step is to declare the cursor. To declare the cursor, just simply type the syntax myCursor equals con.cursor. And the next step is execute. After we declare the cursor, we can execute the MySQL order using the syntax myCursor.execute, then the order of MySQL we want. Let's go on with the example. The example. If we type the syntax myCursor.execute, show databases, and then print myCursor.fetchAll, the output gonna be just like this. And that is your database. Next part is function select. Type the syntax myCursor.execute, select from table OBAT, data equals myCursor.fetchAll, for x in data, and then print x. The output is gonna be just like this. And then next, and update. If you want to update your data in your database, you just type the syntax myCursor.execute, update nama tabel, set nama underscore column equals item underscore update. That is the item that you want to update. And then where id underscore item equal value, that is where the item you want to update. And then don't forget to end it with con.commit. For the update example, type the syntax myCursor.execute, update tabel obat, set nama obat equals tolak angin, where id obat equals 4. And then you type con.commit. Con.commit is a declaration that confirms if the declaration before is right. And then type myCursor.execute, select from table obat, data equals myCursor.fetchAll for x in data, and then print x. And then the output is gonna be just like this.
Alright, insert. The function of insert in MySQL is for to insert a data to your table. Then you can just type myCursor.execute, insert into your name table, values, and the name input that we want to insert it, the information that you want to insert. And don't forget to commit it. It's just like confirmation, same with update. Let's go on to the example. The example of insert, just type myCursor.execute, insert into the table name, values, the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, and the first column. Why I blank it? Because my primary key is auto increment, and I just insert the name of the column and commit it and print it, and the output will be like this. The next part is delete. This function to delete a row in your table and delete it. The syntax, you can use myCursor.execute, delete from your table name, where the primary key, value, and don't forget to commit it like this. And the example of delete, just type like this, delete from table, where the primary key is 5, and commit it, and the 5 that I inserted before is gone. It deleted with this function. Well, this is my coding about my program and connect to MySQL, my database. And like I say, I type in the first import MySQL.connector, this the bridge of MySQL and Python, and then I declare this to connect to my database that I want to use, and the executor and all this coding is to make easy on my database. Let's run this program. We can see that my program runs, and we can choose view or the tables. And if we choose view, the view of my tables, the view of my database will come out. This is the ID of the second column and the information of my database, and let's see the tables, and we can see this is 5 table here, and we can edit, change, insert, update, and delete with this 5 table. We choose first table, and we can see that the information in this table will come out. This is the primary key, and this is the information, the price, and the name of the my database, and we can update, insert, and delete in this table. Let's see if we can update it. We choose which column you wanna update. If you wanna update first column, and just type 1 and type the ID of your table that you want to update, and I want to change this, so I just type 2 and just type the update. So that's it. The data will be updated. So you can choose the other function like insert. Maybe then just type and this is the information of my data, and that's the data, it will be inserted. If you want to delete data, just type the ID, the primary key, and will be deleted in your database.